Christmas Palooza of 2021.
Yeah, this is your podcast. This ain't mine.
This is ours.
I know this is ours, but you love Christmas a lot more than I do.
Why are you putting YouTube on? We're doing a podcast.
I have it on mute.
Jay,
Go
you're
on.
doing this with me.
I am doing this with you. Still doing this with you.
Hi, guys. So, welcome back to the Charming Analysis Podcast. Today, we are going to be... Today is the first day of the Christmas Palooza.
Mm-hmm.
So, we decided we're going to be talking about Christmas with the Kranks.
Yes.
Why don't you tell them what Christmas with the Kranks is, honey?
The couple decide to skip Christmas and the whole neighborhood terrorizes them because of it.
Yep, that's basically the gist of it.
That's the joke. That's the whole joke of the movie.
It's basically the gist of it.
Actually, that's the joke for half of the movie, and then the other half is
It's them actually trying to help them.
Yeah.
All right, so
I just really want to get your opinion on it because I've watched this movie countless times.
I think it's an alright movie. Like, it's pretty good, in my opinion. Like,
Okay.
I was surprised.
It's good. I thought you hated it. You were like, I don't like this. This is really
I hated
bad.
that they terrorized each other
Uh-huh.
throughout, like, almost the whole thing. I will admit that.
Uh-huh.
However, it was still an interesting watch. I didn't mind it. I was just kind of surprised at how crazy everybody was throughout the whole thing. But,
I'm surprised because general consensus of this movie is that it's really bad.
to, like...
It kind of is, though. It is kind of bad. It's a really bad, movie.
It's an interesting movie. It was an interesting
I
watch.
think doing it in Christmas was... They could have done it at any holiday, and it would have been... I think they were trying to do satire. Doesn't really work.
They were probably just trying to do it just to get some kind of content out there. But, the movie's alright.
Columbus, he did. What are you talking about? Didn't Christopher Columbus direct the Home Alone movies? He did.
Yeah.
He knows better.
He directed this?
Yeah. No, it's a part of it.
Oh my gosh. But, I don't like that everyone was getting terrorized throughout most of the movie. That's one thing I do have criticism on. I don't like that, personally, but...
You don't like bad humor.
I feel like if they were going to do it, they shouldn't have been too overboard with it, but
I think you should have got more. I think you could have done so much more with that. I think...
Maybe it's just me. But,
no, it's not. I would have, preferred it. If they were going to do that, at least make it over the top. At least let them, at least make it a full-blown comedy. And a good one, not, a shit one.
Yeah. But,
although, what do I expect from Tim Allen?
Yeah. He's done, all kinds of Christmas movies.
He did the Santa Claus, didn't he?
Yeah, he did
I never watched the Santa Claus.
I've only seen the first one and a little bit of the third. I never saw the second.
The third one, everybody... Isn't the third one, everybody, I don't know. But,
anyway. So basically, what do you think of this movie? Do you think it's a good watch? Do you think, they could have done better with it? Do you think it's good the way it is? What do you think?
I mean, I grew up with it, and I watch it solely on nostalgia. I don't think it's a good movie. And there's a lot more better Christmas movies out there, and, I think my pure sense of nostalgia
got in the way of that for this one?
Yeah.
Which I can understand. I feel like nostalgia for everything is going to be like that.
Uh-huh.
But, okay, so I guess what's something you liked about this movie? Let's talk about our likes and dislikes.
I liked that shot at the end.
Yeah,
where he's standing outside. No, the shot, not the scene, but the shot. I like the shot of him in the snow.
Yeah, the cinematography in this movie, and near the ending is honestly really good. The cinematography for it. But it's only near the end of the movie.
No, that's just that shot. Just a shot. That's the only shot I'll give credit to. Anything else is just mediocre editing.
Okay.
To me.
So I guess what's another thing that you like about it? Do you like the fact that okay, so I guess the question, since this movie is basically about people liking Christmas, and if you don't, you're a bad person, I guess, in a sense, is kind of like what they're saying.
I guess.
I think the message personally of that is kind of bad, because like I feel like if they were any other like
it's supposed to be played as a mean-spirited thing, but it's just not, like, if they wanted to go over the top, then go over the top. I don't know.
I just feel like that's a bad message to send to people.
Over the top.
I understand that, but I think
it's reserved as shit.
Yeah, but I feel like it was a bad message to really give to people, especially children. Like, in a sense, I feel like it kind of like makes children think that, oh, just because someone doesn't like...
it'd be more better if the Kranks were more assholes, like,
yeah,
to the people who are actually celebrating Christmas, I guess.
Yeah, but they like Christmas. It's just they don't like how the people were terrorizing them.
No, they just wanted to save money. They just wanted,
which is not a bad thing. Like, that's a good message right there.
Like, we're gonna take a break off. We're gonna take a Christmas off to spend it on ourselves. It's not terrible. I just think, like, it could have been funnier. I don't care how dark or mean-spirited or, like, you know, bad a message is, as long as you can make it funny. It just isn't funny.
Yeah, as long as you can make it, like, interesting. It's an interesting watch. It keeps you invested in it.
I saw you over there and you were like, stop, I was pissed. The fucking movie, please.
I was pissed off for, like, the first half hour of it because of the way that the neighbors were basically treating them. I feel like they could have not really done it like that, but that's just my personal opinion.
They could have I would have been fine if it was an all-out, like, war. Like, if it would have gone so far as to them, like, trying to kill the shit, and then trying to kill the Kranks because they wouldn't celebrate Christmas, I would have laughed at, and I would have probably given this movie a pass.
And that would have been, like, way too far in my opinion, but that's just
I would have liked it, the dark comedy, not celebrating Christmas. I would have liked that.
Yeah.
I would have liked that. I like my dark comedy Christmas movies.
I know you do. We watched Krampus last year, so I know you do.
That's a horror Christmas movie.
But still, it's still a Christmas movie.
Not really a dark Christmas movie. We should watch, what's that movie? Black Christmas?
I don't know, maybe.
We should watch that. It's like a horror.
Well, we could probably, like, do that.
There's not a horror, like, Christmas movies we can watch sometime.
But not yet, because, you know, we're trying to, like, get through a certain amount. So, like, just so you guys know, the plan with the Christmas Palooza is like how we did the Halloween Spectacular. We're going to be doing at least, like, 8 videos. Not 8 videos, at least 8 movies. Mm-hmm. Maybe more. And if we have extra time, we'll do, like, some bonus videos. Mm-hmm. But the goal is to at least do 8, like, movies. And, but yeah, okay, so back to the topic at hand. So, what's some stuff you dislike about this movie? Because to me, the only...
It's boring. Like, honestly, I look back on it, it's boring. It's really boring.
I don't think it was that boring.
It was boring to me.
To me, like, the only stuff that kind of bothered me with this movie was the way that they treated the Kranks so horribly in the first, like, half hour or so, compared to the last half of the movie, along with just the way that I'm trying to figure out how to explain it. I guess just the way they decided to portray how bad, like, the Kranks were for not wanting to celebrate Christmas. I feel like they did it in a interesting way. It's one of those things to where it's interesting, but they could have done a little bit better with it. In my opinion, I feel like they could have done a lot better. But it's interesting enough to where you can sit through it and not be bored. But
I'm bored. Yeah, I'm bored. My Christmas movie levels are so high that I would rather watch a million other things than this. I don't even.
Why did you pick this one then?
I wanted you to experience it. Literally, any movies that like I want you to see or something I want you to experience doesn't mean that I have to enjoy it.
Okay. Well, I also am just saying, I want to be able to enjoy it with you as well. I want us to both be able to enjoy it and be able to make some kind of content out of it.
Well,
so that way we can,
I mean, this is the type that you're gonna get.
I understand that. Okay, so I guess another thing that I want to talk about when it comes to this. Mm-hmm. Do you feel like the execution of the message, or do you think the message was a good thing to put out for people? Because for me, I don't like the way that they did this message.
You can put out anything as long as it's good. As long as it's executed well, I don't care where you start from. Doesn't matter. Yes, you could execute this message in this, and you can execute a story like this. Fine. They would have done it on I don't know. They would have done it on Could have done it a little bit more. I don't know. What movie goes over the top? That's like, oh my god. Oh. You could have done it. Oh my god, so yawning. You could have done it over the top. You could have gotten.
You could have gotten what?
You could have. There's some movie out there that does this premise and does it better, masterfully better. But I don't. This is not the people to do it because these people are too used to making family-filled holiday fluff, and this is not it. This is a darker comedy premise.
That they should have had different people for.
Could have had.
Also, another thing, I don't know if it was just me, but I feel like the chemistry between Tim Allen and Jamie Lee Curtis is kind of eh.
It's awkward.
It's more awkward than anything. I feel like they didn't really have the best. I like Tim Allen, and Jamie Lee Curtis did a good job as well, but I feel like they could have had different people do this compared to those two. If they had done that, what would you have thought of it?
The same, because the script is still shit. Because
well, what would you change if you could for this?
The script.
I meant besides, what about the script?
The script, the tone, the everything. Because that's not the way to approach something like this.
Good point.
Honestly, it had the right direction. Just the tone is so fucking off because you're trying to make everybody
do something that they don't want to do.
Do something, and I don't think that's. I don't know how to explain this. This is turning out to be a really shit podcast because we have really nothing to say.
It's not that bad.
It's we're just kind of rambling a little bit. We're trying to figure out what we're trying to say about Christmas with the Kranks that literally hasn't been said by everybody else.
Okay, so I guess one more thing I would like to talk about, because this is probably going to be a shorter podcast. Let's just admit that. This is going to be a shorter one.
Okay.
So, and also, stop picking my nose.
I don't care.
Nasty. Anyway, would you watch this again? Yeah. Minus the nostalgia trip.
Not really.
You wouldn't
watch it again? Probably not. There's a lot of other movies and specials that we need to watch that is not this.
And also, not every podcast we do is going to be a good one, so, you know what I mean?
I don't care.
There's going to be some that flop, and there's going to be some that good.
I don't care.
I know, I'm just saying, not everyone's going to succeed. Some are going to flop, and some are not, This just might be one of those ones that might be a flop. So... But I still would like to put it out. We're still going to put it out there, though. I just think there's definitely a lot of...
I just want to put something out there.
Yeah, because we need to start doing this stuff. We need to start doing the Christmas Palooza stuff so that way we can get At least some of it starts that way. We're not rushing it through it like we did with October.
Yeah.
That's all I was trying to like say we should start.
What's your rating?
For this, I'd probably give it like a 5 out of 10. I put it right in the middle. I'm really indifferent about it.
I had it a 3.
You give it a 3? You thought the nostalgia didn't live up to it?
Of course, it's wearing off really thin.
Yeah.
Really thin.
So yeah, not the best one to start off with for this podcast for this year, but we do have other ones coming up that we plan on watching sometime this month coming up. So yeah, I guess we're just going to end it here, and we're going to be figuring out what movie to do next for the podcast. Most of the ones for this year are going to be specials, so they might be shorter episodes compared to some of the other ones we've done. I don't want to just ramble about it. I kind of want to be able to, like, you know, do a little bit of both, you know what I mean? But yeah, be on the lookout for our next podcast, and once we're done Christmas Palooza, we'll be doing our end of the year podcast. So, but that's not going to be for a while. It's probably going to be like end of next month. So thank you guys for watching. And I'm Mari.
I'm Jay.
And we're out.